हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, इस वीडियो से मैं आज एक नई सीरीज शुरू कर रहा हूँ इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस की। इससे पहले भी मैंने एक वीडियो अपलोड कर दिया है जिसमें इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस का पूरा बेसिक आइडिया डाल दिया है। उसको अगर आप देखोगे तो आपको एलिमेंट्री आइडिया इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस का हो जाएगा। इधर मैं आज इस वीडियो में इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस की प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करना बताऊंगा। वी डिस्कस इंटीग्रेशन इज द reverse procedure of the differentiation. As we know that the derivative of x raised to n is given by, and if we differentiate x raised to n, then we get nx raised to n minus 1. So if we integrate n x raised to n minus 1, there should be x raised to n. That's why you can say integration is the reverse procedure of differentiation. Okay, so here the basic formula is integration of x raised to n dx is given by x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. There will be one more term c which is known as constant of integration. We further discuss this constant of integration in coming problems. Okay, so if we use this basic formula to integrate n x raised to n minus 1, then let us see what will be the its integral coefficient. It will be x n minus 1 plus 1 divided by n minus 1 plus 1, and n is also there. It will be n x raised to n divided by n. It is x raised to n. जैसा कि मैंने पहले बताया था, आप देख सकते हो कि अगर डेरिवेटिव ऑफ x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1, then its integral coefficient should be x raised to n. That is clear by the calculation. So to find out differential coefficient of the given function, this is the basic. Integral coefficient of x raised to power n with respect to x will be x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, and there will be one more term c which is known as constant of integration. Now examples. So there is the first example. Integrate x raised to power 5. So here in place of n there is 5. Its integral coefficient will be x raised to power 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1. It will be x raised to power 6 divided by 6, and one more term, constant of integration. Okay, so this is by the basic. Now the types of integration. So as we discussed in video, there are two types of the integration: indefinite integration and definite. In indefinite integration, we have constant of integration. We are not able to find out the value of this constant of integration, so the value obtained in indefinite integration will be always uncertain. That is known as indefinite integration. On other hand, if the limits are given in the integration, then that is known as definite integration. In definite integration, we get a certain value. Okay, now next problem. Integrate x raised to power minus 3 by 2 dx. That is x raised to power 3 by 2 plus 1 whole divided by minus 3 by 2 plus 1 plus c. As we saw, we get x raised to power minus 1 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2. Can be written as minus 2 divided by root x plus c. That will be the integral coefficient of the given function. Now one more example. Integrate 5x raised to power 4 dx. Here 5 is a constant, so it will be outside the integration. So there will be 5 integration of x raised to the power 4 dx. Now integrate it. So we get 5 x raised to the power 4 plus 1 divided by 4 plus 1 plus c. That is 5 x raised to the power 5 divided by 5 plus c. So it can be written as x raised to the power 5 plus c. That will be the integral coefficient of the given function. Next example, find the integral coefficient of 3x square plus 2x dx. Now solve it as written as integration of 3x square dx plus integration of 2x dx. As we solve, 3 will be outside the integration and integral coefficient of x raised to the power 2, that is x raised to the power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 plus for 2x to outside the integration, integral coefficient of x, that is x raised to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 and plus c. Now further solve it. So it is x raised to the power 3 plus x raised to the power 2 plus c. That will be the integral coefficient. The next one, if there is integration 1 by r square dr, so it can be written as integration r raised to the power minus 2 dr. Now by the common rule, can be further written as r raised to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 plus c will be there. It is r raised to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus c. This minus 1 by r plus c. Okay, so these are some problem based on the common rule. कभी कभी हम कुछ डिफिकल्ट इंटीग्रेशंस को डायरेक्टली सॉल्व नहीं कर पाते. इस टाइप की जो भी इंटीग्रेशन हमें सॉल्व करनी होगी उसमें हम इंटीग्रेशन बाय सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड का यूज करेंगे. तो इंटीग्रेशन बाय सब्स्टिट्यूशन को मैं इस एग्जांपल से एक्सप्लेन करूँगा. In the given question, integrate the following with respect to x. The function is 4 minus 3x whole raised to the power 5. So to get integral coefficient of the given function, we will write integration 4 minus 3x whole raised to the power 5 dx. So that this is equation 1. Here to simplify this integration, we use substitution. So substitution, let p is equals to 4 minus 3x. The next step, find dt divided by dx, that is minus 3 only. So the value of dx can be written as dt divided by minus 3. 2. Now we will use these values, means in place of 4 minus 3x we will write t, and in place of dx in equation 1 we will write dt divided by minus 3. So we get t raised to the power 5 t divided by minus 3. Next step, minus 1 by 3 will be outside the integration, and within the integration there will be only t raised to the 5 dt. Now we can integrate it very easily. So it is minus 1 by 3 t raised to the 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1 plus c. Further solve it, so we get minus by 3 t raised to the 6 divided by 6 plus c. Now we will return the value of t. So we get minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 6 bracket, in place of t 4 minus 3x will be written. So 4 minus 3x whole raised to the 6 plus c. Now further simplify, so it is minus 1 by 18 4 minus 3x whole raised to 6 plus 3. That is the integral coefficient of the given function by the substitution method. Now, another problem of the integration by substitution. Here, integrate 2x plus 3 respect x dx. Now use substitution. Let p is equals to 2x plus 3. Now find dt divided by dx. It is only 2. The value of x will be t by 2. Now we will use value of t 2x plus 3 from equation 2 and the value of dx dt by 2 from equation 3 and equation 1. So we get integration cos t divided by 2 outside the integration. There is integration cos t dt. It is by 2. Integral coefficient of cos t will be sin t plus c. Now return the value of t, so it is 1 by 2 sin x plus t plus c. That will be the integral coefficient of the given function with respect to the x. One more problem for the integration by substitution. Here, integrate e raised to 2x dx. Let e is equals to 2x d divided dx. Is only 2. You can write x equals to d divided by 2. Use this substitution. Equation 1, that is equation 1. So we get this to t divided by 2. Now solve it. 1 by 2 et plus c. Return the value of t. We get by 2 e raised to plus c. That will be integral coefficient of the given function. If we want to integrate the multiplication of two functions, then we will use the method integration by parts. For example, there is u into v dx. Want to find integral coefficient of u into v dx, then by the integration of parts, it is first function means u, integral coefficient of second one means v dx minus integration v divided by dx. First means u, integration second means v, then integration of all. This is the formula which is used to find out the integral coefficient of the multiplication of two functions. It is known as integration by parts. Here are some examples for the integration by parts. First question, integrate x cos x dx. So here we will use a trick to identify which function will be first and which one will be second. So the trick is just learn I lead. It means inverse function, logarithmic function, algebraic function, trigonometric function and exponential function. We will provide this sequence. If the functions are inverse and logarithmic, then inverse will be considered as a first and logarithmic considered as a second. In the given expression, x is algebraic function and cos x is trigonometric. So x algebraic and trigonometric. The algebraic will be a first one and trigonometric will be a second one. This is very necessary to identify the function. So when we apply integration by parts. So first function means x, integral coefficient of second one, cos x dx minus integration differentiation of first. So d divided dx x, then integration of second, cos x dx, integration of x, integral coefficient cos x sin x minus integration. With respect to dx, 1, no need to write 1. The integral of cos x dx will be sin x. We'll write sin x dx. Now further solve it. X sin x, integral coefficient of sin x with respect to dx minus cos x. So minus b plus cos x, and one more constant of integration will be also there. This is the use of the formula of integration by parts. The second problem, we have to integrate x sec square x dx. Once more, algebraic means x consider first and trigonometric consider second. I apply first function means x, integration of sec square x dx minus integration d divided by dx of first means x, integration of second sec square x dx, then integration of all. Solve it. This x, integral coefficient of sec x will be tan x minus integration derivative of x1, no need to write 1. Integral coefficient of sec x will be tan x dx. Now to find integral coefficient of tan x, we will use substitution method as well as trigonometry. Here x minus tan x written by, tan x can be written as tan x divided by cos x dx. Now use substitution method. At cos x plus 2t, value of dt divided by dx, that will be minus sin x. We can substitute place of dx, d divided by minus sin x. Use these substitutions, we get, you can write x tan x minus integration sin x divided by t, and in place of dx you will substitute d sin x. The next step, it is x and x minus, here sin x cancel out, and negative, this negative and this negative will be positive, sin will be positive, integration 1 by t plus, now the integral coefficient of 1 by t with respect to t, it is log t, written as L in t plus c. Now we will return the value of t, so it is x tan x plus n u of t is cos x c. That will be the integral coefficient of third problem. Integrate x log x dx. Here first and second I late. This is first one. This is as in I late. Logarithmic will be first one and algebraic after that. So logarithmic function will be first and algebraic will be second. So now apply the formula of integration of part 1. It is integration of second x dx minus integration derivative of first divided by dx log x integration of second x dx integration of further log x integration of x will be x square by 2 minus integration derivative of log x is 1 by x integration of x, it is x square by 2. Then we further integrate, get x square log x divided by 2 minus integration of x divided by 2 dx. So x square log x divided by 2 yes by 2 x square divided by 2 plus c greater than x square x by 2 minus divided by 4 yes, that will be the integral coefficient. These are the examples of integration by parts.
Please like and subscribe Physics 21 and keep watching. To download note in PDF format, link given in description. See you again.